yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Black 15!
Let's pick it up. It's our time. Got it our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level. And now you've got a big place to run the football.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a third and about 13. On play action, Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Patriots take over. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down.
What are we just getting it for? Oh,
and that's right here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now White, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle was a first-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's White. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Brady now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And forget about finding him. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Off the play fake here, Rivers. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. We're scoreless after 1. On is the Chargers punter now. Standing right on his own 5-yard line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Dorsett on the return. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Play action now. Play action.
Now Brady. He's going to air one out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 35. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes
double
right
covered,
there.
come on.
They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. That throw by Brady incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows
if
how
he would have caught that, I would have
pick
quit.
apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback. And when he delivers,
I would have really quit if he would have.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here's Brady. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Joey Bosa, his 2nd sack of the night. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line.
I meant to catch it, but I messed up, but I accidentally moved. My bad.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, Everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down now. It's Gordon, and he stopped immediately there. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
We need to get the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he powers his way up past the 30. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Play fake, Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 69 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Go for it.
And the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They do go for it. It's Brady. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35.
What?
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
For real.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see.
That's crazy.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on now, let's go.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw is Brady. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Brady. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Jerry Tillery in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Brady, and they're going to try the screen. It's complete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 14
almost got
inches.
pitches now.
Boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The veteran Jason McCourty up to make the tackle.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And that one blown up quickly.
Yeah,
He's going to be stopped
nothing.
before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. From the left hash, this from 39. Badgley's kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive starts with a run by White. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. Well, we said after the turnover on downs, that's almost guaranteed points the other way. But I guess they weren't listening to the broadcast because they did not cash in for any good job to step up defensively.
We get that a lot, don't we? Where we hear a lot of people say they just don't listen to the broadcast. They feel like it works out better for them. It certainly did for this defense, didn't it? They didn't listen. They responded and shut them down.
On 1st down, Gordon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Badgley able to knock this one through, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. The first carry now for Rex Burkhead. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Brady going to throw. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. An 8-yard gain, so that gets them halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. On is the Chargers punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Hey, 53!
They start the drive with White. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Wait, 20! Mike, 58.
They'll look to throw. And able to find Dorsett. 30. Past the 20. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action. Rivers. Allen's got it over the middle. And he's got this way down inside of New England's 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the third time tonight. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is indeed good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Let's go.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now Brady. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So Brady and the Pats take over first and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Check 99. Check 99.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. First throw of overtime for Brady. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. And something tells me the moment of overtime won't be too big for number 12, Tom Brady.
Well, the best that have ever played have always taken big moments and treated them as little moments, right? Each play is going to be kind of the same, but they know how to rise to the occasion as well. And let's face it, Tom Brady, I think he'll enjoy playing in overtime and trying to be the guy that leads his team to victory.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Here's Brady to throw. On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Throw to the right here to Gordon. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. Desmond King making the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense. I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
Go, 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 go. 58, 58.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. So now it's going to come down to the Pro Bowler, Gostkowski. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So now it's going to come down to the Pro Bowler, Gostkowski. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It didn't.